Hey guys, welcome back. That's right, it's time again for the roundup. We are back after a couple of weeks off, but the tournament scene has kicked off again, and we're going to be heading around the four corners of the FGC globe to bring you results from some of the biggest and most exciting events that have happened in the last 7 days. I'm Logan, your host, here for Reversal, and as always, we want you to get involved in the comments. Give us a like and subscribe if you're not subscribing already, because we are dropping a lot of great content in 2023. Things are gearing up, so let's get straight into it. It's the roundup. The first US Smash Ultimate Major of the year was Let's Make Big Moves. Over 700 entrants descended on NYC, and they played in the first major with full sets in a best-of-5 format, all the way from pools to grand finals. After 4 losses in a row against Spargo, twice up main stage and twice at the Scuffed World Tour, this time Tweak came up on top in winners final and grand final in 2 intense sets.
It's this one. Not again. That's it.
He'd also beaten MK Leo in winners semis, which makes 4 wins in a row against the best player in the world right now. Tweak's had some ups and downs. He can be the best or underperform badly, but recently he has been performing, and his tournament results show that he is definitely one of the strongest out there. Let's see how his season goes in 2023. Also, great performance from Sonics from the DR, the Sonic player. Placing 3rd, he managed to beat Cosmos, Riddles, Gluttony and MK Leo, only to lose after against Spargo in losers finals, but it was a great run. A couple months ago, Posey ran an offline invitational with NYC called Demonic 8, which was won by Nitro. An NYC community member, Daniel, then ran his own invitational last week entitled the Angelic 8.
All that, diss track and everything, that's crazy, right?
With 8 more players fighting in a double elim bracket. There's over $700 in the matcherino thanks to the community supporting. Invited players were Inzem, Double L, Explicit, Alucard, Coach Steve, Faulty Thing, Legendary Pred, and Indrax. And it culminated in a grand finals which saw the 2 players who qualified for the world finals from US East going head to head, Inzem versus Pred. After Inzem beat Pred 3-1 in winners finals to earn his spot in the grand finals, Pred had to fight his way back and beat Double L 3-1 in the losers final to get the run back, but this time things didn't change.
Wow. Oh my!
And it was Inzem who closed it out 3-2 this time in grand finals. Angelic 8 was a 2-day event, and on Sunday there was a 2v2 team tournament called Holy Wars. The concept is simple. Each team is 1 player from the Angelic 8 and 1 from the Demonic 8 teaming up together. The grand finals saw Scamby and Double L facing the Rise brothers, Nitro and Inzem. Nitro and Inzem won the grand finals in the end to make it a double for Inzem on the weekend. Shout outs to Daniel for a 26-hour, 38-minute on day 2. I suppose technically day 3 as well. 2023 is looking like a great time to continue offline events, as BUM hosted Arena of Chaos this weekend at OS NYC in New York. Around 50 players showed up to the venue to play King of Fighters 15, Strive, and the main tournament, of course, Dragon Ball FighterZ. It was a closely contested bracket, and with strong players in attendance like Nitro, Meezy, and Kite, the competition was fierce. The community racked up a total of $860 in the matcherino pot for the players, as BUM continues to give back to the players in the scene with his events. In a surprise turn of events, it was the young player Muffin NYC who would go on to win, defeating arguably the strongest Dragon Ball FighterZ player in the US right now, Nitro, in the grand finals, fighting his way out of the losers bracket. What a great way to kick off the year for him, and we hope to see more from his exciting Krillin team in 2023. Since UFA in Paris, interest in running an EU MvCI tournament has been building amongst some of the former players and the newer Dragon Ball FighterZ scene. Sunday saw Tyrant's online WarriorZ series return, hosted by himself and C4. Just shy of 30 entrants showed up, and there was plenty of impressive gameplay on display. $220 was raised in the match Reno pool by the community, 100 of which was donated by YouTuber Theory Fighter. It was Guki Fafa who was the one to take the tournament, looking like he hadn't missed a beat with his scary Firebrand Sigma Timestone team. Honourable mentions to Jake Wise Gamgee, Full Metal Fury and Torpan, who also put on impressive performances considering some of them only picked the game up a couple of weeks ago. Battle of the Stones champion Cloud805 even provided guest commentary for Top 4, and you can watch the VOD on Tyrant's YouTube channel right now.
This is one of the moments you have been waiting for.
The Granblue vs Community League is coming to a close, and after the Asian finals were won by Ego Framework, this weekend was EU finals time. The 8 players in the bracket who each qualified through regional qualifiers, and the winners final was as expected, Fitizen versus Dragoi. It went down to the 5th game, and Dragoi took winners final last round after a critical mistake from Fitizen, seemingly hit confirming nothing. Fitizen then fought back from the losers side with a dominant 3-0 win over Soki to get back into the grand finals and face Dragoi. But things only went better for Dragoi. This time he won 3-1, finishing with a nice whiff punish.
Oh no! But the sweep to whiff punish the light.
This leaves us with only one finals remaining, with the NA finals happening next week. The culmination of Saltmine League, over 3 months of weekly competition across Europe, happened this past week. Some of the strongest and clearly most consistent players across Europe were in attendance on this online finals, and the bracket kicked off with a bit of a surprise as season top-ranked player Ending Walker was immediately sent to the losers bracket. Rickerman's Barnett then went on to manage to get the better of the 4 fills in winners finals, and he was in the driving seat in the grand finals on the winners side. In the shark-infested waters of the losers bracket, it was Ending Walker who managed to eliminate Jammers, the commentator who has had a great showing at Saltmine League this year. Ending Walker faced off against the 4 fills in an all-UK losers final, and there was no Ed to be seen. Starting off with Alex, he then moved on to Zeku, but neither of those characters could stand up to the Falk. And that meant that we're getting a run back in grand finals between 4 fills and Rickerman's Barnett. The 4 fills took the 5th game to reset the bracket in grand finals, and then got revenge in the reset 3-1 to take the title of this season's Saltmine League EU. Congrats to everyone involved at Saltmine League for an incredible year of events. Ritas, one of the most hardest working people in the industry. Looking forward to a lot more from Saltmine League in the future. This past week we saw the Orange Esports Champions Finals, which was the culmination of 2 months of online qualifiers to get the 16 best Moroccan King of Fighters players in the bracket, and trust me, that is a very strong bracket. The winners final saw Freza take it 2-0 over Wolfman and stroll into the grand finals on the winners side, which left Wolfman in losers final, and he had to face Abdukov. Abdukov started top 8 in losers and did the full run to grand finals though, defeating Wolfman 3-1, playing with Athena and Shermie. So in the grand finals, we saw Freza going up against Abdukov, and while Abdukov rotated through multiple characters including Maitenkun and Long, he did not pick the one and only Cronin. Maybe he should have done, because Freza got the win 3-1 to take the title as strongest in Morocco. There was also a Street Fighter finals there, and Freza showed his dominance in Morocco by winning that as well, taking it 3-0 over Ajadu.
The standard stuff. Oh, and the double IAD.
Continental Contention saw a 2v2 multi-blood type Lumina tournament hosted again by Lumina. As the name suggested, 26 teams made up of 1 EU and 1 NA player collided in the bracket. And if you're wondering how that worked, the EU players would play first, and then the NA players would play to decide the set. In the case of a 1-1 draw, the EU player would play the NA player if the connection would allow. Thankfully, these matches worked well, and we got to see some great international competition. In the grand finals, the team of NA's Lucy Bruv and Netherlands Tumbleweed won with a double Kuma team, aptly named Dice Roll of the Century. Shout outs to Rinoa and Kiko for organising such an ambitious event for their respective community and once again connecting the EU and NA multi-blood scenes. Okay, that's all the events we've got time for this week on the Roundup. But if you've got events you want us to report on that are happening in the future, please tag us up on Twitter. It's reversal_GG. That's reversal_GG. And let us know what events you've got coming up. Of course, link us to the VODs and the brackets, and we'll try our best to feature them on the Roundup. Let us know in the comments as well what your favorite event was in the last week. And thank you so much for everybody that supported us in 2022. Keep your eyes and ears open because we've got a lot of stuff to announce in the coming weeks for this channel. If you're not following us, give us a sub, and of course you can find our live streams when they happen on Reversal GG at Twitch. I'll see you same time next week, and look out for the SFL Roundup coming later this week as well. Take care, see you soon.